Good evening, my curious little audience. Yes, you, the ones who wandered in, searching for something more than the sugar-coated lies you've been fed tonight. You're not here for comfort. You're here for truth, the kind that claws its way under your skin and refuses to leave. So sit tight, listen closely, because this is for you. You walked like a beautiful menace and carried yourself like a kingpin. Joker speech, powerful. Ah, look at you. You who has stumbled, cracked, shattered, stitched yourself back together with trembling hands. You who has tasted disappointment so bitter, it burned your throat. You who has walked through hell but somehow managed to stroll out of it, like it was just another Tuesday afternoon. You think nobody noticed? I noticed, because you didn't walk out of that fire like a survivor. No. You walked out like a beautiful menace, a storm wearing a smirk, a quiet disaster wrapped in inelegance. You didn't crawl, you didn't beg, you walked like a threat with a pulse. And the world felt it. They looked at you and whispered, "Why do they move like that? Why do they look so unbothered? Why do they carry themselves like they know something we don't?" Simple. Because you do. You've seen the shadows most people pretend don't exist. You've wrestled with your own demons, and you didn't just win. You put them on a leash and taught them obedience. That's not survival, that's mastery. You carried yourself like a kingpin of your own destiny, every step heavy with presence, every glance a reminder that you've been shattered before and somehow came back sharper than ever. People fear what they can't predict. People fear what they cannot break. People fear you. And oh, how delicious that fear tastes, doesn't it? But listen, the point of all this isn't to revel in the chaos you've walked through. It's to understand the creature you've become. Because of it, you see, there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who fold when the world presses them, and those who press back with a smile sharp enough to slice diamonds. You, my beautifully dangerous friend, belong to the second group. You've been underestimated, overlooked, dismissed. Oh, they all had their fun, didn't they? They counted you out. They wrote your ending before your story even began. They threw dirt on your name, thinking it would bury you. But what none of them understood, what none of them could understand, is that you aren't the type to crumble under weight. You are the type who uses the pressure to forge yourself into something unrecognizable, a menace with purpose, a storm with direction, a kingpin of your own transformation. And now you walk differently, not because you're trying to intimidate anyone, but because you've earned the right to carry yourself with the gravity of someone who survived their own destruction. Your silence scares them more than your anger ever could. Your calmness terrifies them more than your chaos ever did. Your confidence? Oh, your confidence is a weapon so polished, so devastatingly elegant, they still pretend it's arrogance because it hurts their pride. But let them talk, let them whisper, let them choke on their own assumptions. Because while they're busy gossiping, you're busy becoming and becoming and becoming and becoming. Not a monster, not a hero, not a villain. Something far more dangerous. Someone who needed no permission to reinvent themselves. Someone who realized that every failure was a blueprint. Someone who learned that darkness isn't the enemy. It's the birthplace of reinvention. You walked like a beautiful menace because you grew tired of shrinking. You carried yourself like a kingpin because you finally understood that your life, your story, your fate needed a leader, not a victim. So now you move with purpose. You speak with intention. You build with ruthless commitment. You heal with ferocious self-respect. And if the world can't handle you, too bad. They should have appreciated you when you were soft. They should have seen your value when you were quiet. They should have supported you before your glow became blinding. But they didn't. And now, they face the consequence. You, unfiltered, unbreakable, unapologetic. A force forged in fire. A spirit sharpened by chaos, a heart reborn through destruction. So here's my final whisper to you. A secret carved from the madness. Do not dim, do not soften, do not shrink. You didn't survive all that darkness just to tiptoe through the world like you owe it an apology. You survived to walk like a beautiful menace, to carry yourself like a kingpin of your own destiny, and to remind the universe that sometimes the most dangerous person in the room is the one who learned to own their power without asking for permission. Now go. Walk in like the storm you are. Speak like the truth they fear. Rise like the legend they never saw coming, beautiful, menacing, and absolutely unstoppable.